Well, thanks.
Okay, I've turned on the recording. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, depending on where you are. Welcome to the first half 2021 ISSIP Progress and Board of Directors call. To get us started, I'll turn it over to Ulf Veneras, ISSIP President. Ulf, the floor is yours. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Jesse, and welcome everyone. Maybe we can move to the next slide. So it's really my pleasure to present this agenda for today. And I've been involved with ISSIP for a while now. And if I look on these board of director meetings, I really don't think we've had such a great list of accomplishments in any of the previous meetings I've been part of. So I think the productivity during COVID in this group been really good, and the traction we have both in the university world and the industry has been really great. When you look at this list and the agenda we're going to go through, you see a lot of different names called out here, and I think that's also one of the strengths that we have so many people that's active and actually driving different initiatives. The one thing I want to do a special call outs of though is that I'd actually argue that we should have Yassi's name on each one of these things, because if there is one person that makes a difference here and really make sure that we have these accomplishments and have all these initiatives executed and coordinated, it is Yassi. So special call out there.
Thank you, Ulf.
No,
Go ahead.
No, I don't know how to express it strong enough. I think it's you're really making a difference here. So if we look on the agenda, we'll start with going through a couple of additions to the leadership team. Then we'll look at the annual awards and recognitions. We'll go through Discovery Summit. So we have had a couple of key Discovery Summits that got very good traction. We have an update on the European Commission eSkills research. We then go over to the ISSIP NSF project. We have some other events that Haluk is going to take us through on HICS and HSSE. Then publications, volunteer recognitions, operations, and then an open discussion section at the end. So if we start with the additions to the leadership of ISSIP, the first one to call out is Gonzalo.
Anzinha.
Hello.
Hello. Maybe if you're not talking, you could go on mute. It would be appreciated. So Gonzalo joins the board of ISSIP. He's a distinguished engineer in the office of CTO at Cisco in customer experience. And we have such a long list, I think we could have 10 pages on Gonzalo's achievements alone here. But if I were to summarize the key things that I think Gonzalo represents, it's really the innovation and collaboration. And with innovation and collaboration, if we look on the call outs here, the representation and the active drive he has in a number of different industry standard forums and organizations. I'm proud over having like 3 patents, and then I look at Gonzalo, he's got 140 plus, right? So there's a little bit of difference in impact in the industry. So I think the contribution to Gonzalo and
que são os membros desta organização, que eu faço parte também.
Yeah, let me see.
You're the host.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. Thank you. So moving to the next one, Deborah Stokes. So Deborah joins the Strategy Council of ISSIP. She represents Dell, and she works there as a leader and senior consultant in external research in the office of the CTO. And if you look on Deborah and her background, it spans both the university world and the business side. She's currently on the advisory board of a couple of universities, and she's experienced. Oops, sorry, maybe we can go back.
Oops, sorry.
And if we look on the area that she's been active in, it spans from research and development, external research, university interaction, business development, operations, and marketing and communication. So I think the perspective that Deborah adds to our group, we already see the fruits of that, and she's as every new member really appreciated. But I think she adds a perspective that we maybe didn't have before. If we move on to the next one. So Annie Hardy, also from Cisco, where she works as a senior visioneer. And if we look on having someone that really brings energy and new ideas to our group, I think Annie represents that. And it's really been a positive engagement having her being now officially a part of ISSIP, and she's been active in ISSIP since 2019 and been focusing on things like future of work and the human-centered design. If we look on her expertise, it's really around product strategy, marketing to innovation and research, and this spans across multiple different industries. Previously, she was a founder and principal at Seat Insight, which was a strategic market and design research firm. And then if we move to the last edition. Finally, Alice Pollard, also from the CTO office at Cisco, joining our strategy council. And I think what I said regarding Annie also goes with Alice. She really adds energy and a positive mindset to the work in ISSIP. Not that we lack the positive mindset. I just think that it magnifies with the engagement of Annie and Alice here. So if we look at the background of Alice, she's been living around the world and adds a lot of different cultural perspectives to what we're doing in ISSIP, which I think is important. So we continue to be that global organization with the viewpoint that's represented from different cultures and countries. We look on the second bullet here. I think it's a pretty impressive around the led innovation workshops in Asia with global 500 companies driving innovation in both electronics and food. And then the last call out is Alice being passionate about diversity of ethnicities, genders, orientations, backgrounds, and cultures. So with that, I wanted to close this first section of the agenda and really welcome these 4 new members. Oh, sorry.
Yes, one more.
I was a little bit too quick. Terrible, sorry.
No problem.
Yu Yen is also a new member. And she will share the ISSIP Future of Work, Diversity, Inclusion, and Belonging Working Group. She's retired from UC Berkeley and was most recently at UC Berkeley, the founding executive director, and with a long background in the university world or academia, as well as in the business side, with multiple positions at Lucent Technologies, Triformix, and she's really adding that background of research as well as business, which I think is the unique value proposition from ISSIP. And as I hope you see from these new members in ISSIP, or that what they represent is this combination of business and academia that makes us unique. So with that, let's move on to the Excellence Awards.
Thank you, Ulf. And before I go into this, I also want to say how delighted I am and how delighted the whole ISSIP community is of having such leaders contribute to ISSIP. And I invite all of you who are on the call to contact me or Ulf to see how you could get more engaged, just like these really amazing individuals are. So without further ado, let's talk about the 2021 ISSIP Excellence Awards. It is, I didn't see Ralph Badinelli on the call. Ralph, if you're here, could you please, I can turn it over to you. Okay, that's what I thought. Ralph is not on the call, so I'll take this over. So I'm really glad for the number of turn-ups we had this year. We had a number of applicants this year, and it was really the process of selection was very difficult because you know, all applications were just so great. Here is the award committee. One of the things that is really important to ISSIP and the awards committee is the integrity of this process. And we have a number of applicants from folks who also serve in leadership roles from the institutions where you know, other individuals are serving in leadership roles. So we made sure that no one representing those institutions or companies would be on the awards committee. So these are the individuals. And Professor Ralph Badinelli is the chair of the awards committee, and then Professor Haluk Demirkanis from University of Washington. Sunir Kripalani has been an ISSIP board member for many years, and Heather Yorko was an ISSIP past president, or is an ISSIP past president. So as most of you know, we made a press release yesterday, and so I've shared that with you. And here are links to the press release. And also you can always find that a link from the ISSIP website to the press release. So thank you all for participating in the ISSIP Awards program. So it's my pleasure to announce the top ranking winners of 2021 Excellence in Service Innovation Award. The GeoPogo basically won the award with their project in augmented reality for design and construction. And they won the award in the category of impact to business. Virginia Mason, Franciscan Health, won the award in service innovation with impact to society with their project on Mission Control Center. And Savannah College of Arts and Design won the Excellence in Service Innovation with Impact to Innovation for their program, SCAD Service Design Program. So it is really my pleasure to announce this. And also on the call, we have two individuals representing these programs. So Dave Albert is the CEO of GeoPogo. And Dave, are you on? So I'm going to ask a couple of people to say, yeah, Dave.
Thank you. Thank you so much on behalf.
Go ahead, please.
Oh, if I have a chance to say a couple of words. Well, we're on a mission to promote positive change in enterprise. And it can often be very discouraging. It's a big challenge. So it means so much to us to have this kind of recognition and to be associating with companies as illustrious as the companies and the universities who participate in ISSIP. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dave. And also it's my pleasure to ask Victor Ermoli from SCAD to say a couple of words. Victor, the floor is yours.
Jesse, good afternoon, good night, and good morning to everybody. Thank you. It's an honor that the program has been recognized from your prestigious organization. It will not be possible if it is not for the hard work and dedication that the faculty and the students have for the program. We have Professor Mauricio Manjas in the meeting, and he has been an active participant of ISSIP. Thank you, Mauricio. We also have the chair of the department, John Denham, in the meeting. Thank you, John. But we also have some students. The professors can be teaching a lot, but if it is not for the incredible passion that the students to create good in this spaceship, we're all trapped in one spaceship spinning around one star. And having the pleasure of offering this program to this group of talented students that are graduating with an incredible energy to actually create good and do a positive impact to all of us is what is making the program being noticed. So I wanted to say thank you to everybody in ISSIP, but I also wanted to recognize the hard work that the students and the passion that they have in changing the world and making it a better place. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you so much, Victor. Yeah, and really, I wanted to add, because ISSIP has firsthand experience working with Mauricio's students and with Mauricio. And you know, we have won 2 international awards through those collaborations. I mean, SCAD students have won 2 international awards through those collaborations. So really delighted to have worked with SCAD over the past few years, and for Mauricio to have enabled it.
If I might add something for 1 minute.
Sure, please.
GeoPogo is not officially associated with the University of California at Berkeley, but most of our team members are students in the engineering and the business schools. And we also have a team member from SCAD on our team who does.
Oh, wonderful.
So I second the importance of the connection between enterprise and the university systems, and how essential that is in order to advance change. So thank you for your
point.
Comment. Okay, great.
Thanks for that comment, Dave. Very important. Okay, continuing on. So the second level of recognitions go to 4 brilliant teams. The team from IBM for their Fabric AI for fashion supply chain. Also Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina for their CarePath AI model project. Frank Millis and team for Smart Bio and Smart Bio Ignite Future Today. And also University of Juan Carlos for their bachelor's degree in service science management and engineering. Also, you know, I want to also ask a couple of people here. Is there someone from Blue Cross Blue Shield on the call?
That would be me.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Mitch.
Hi,
yeah, thank you so much, and congratulations. Please, be great to hear a couple of words from you.
Sure. Thanks for recognizing us, you know, and sharing our enthusiasm around our mission here. You know, when the cornerstone of this CarePath AI model is we developed a factory-based deep learning model approach, which learns from this vast history of data that we have. And at Blue Cross, we have billions of claims and millions of lives, but we've built this deep learning factory to allow us to predict these future health events. We're using them to help transform our care management organization, pointing the nurses and our medical staff to the members who need the help the most. It's really a wonderful thing to see how we're able to reach members, help them stay healthier, and we've help our nurses also have more satisfying jobs because their engagement rate has more than tripled since we've begun using these AI models, these deep learning models that are a result of the care path framework to target the members that we call and reach out to. So it's a very encouraging thing, and we're honored that you see the same potential in what we've done.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much, Mitch, for that. And next, I'm going to turn it over to Frank Mellis, Smart Bio CEO. Frank? Frank, you may be on mute, because I know you're here.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes.
You can't hide.
Thank you for the alert. Yes. Well, this is an important day for us. After many years of hard work by the team to get this recognition award from ISSIP is a big accomplishment for all of us. So thank you so much. Smart Bio is a total talent company from Europe. We have a passion for growing people and regions, and we do that in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And the goal that we had was to combine personal development with economic development in one coherent platform. That is running now here in Europe. We also have a presence in Africa, and we are starting up in the Middle East. The ambition of the company is to grow to an environment where we will create 10,000 new jobs here in Europe over the next 24 months. And ultimately, within the next decade, the goal is to create 450,000 new jobs. And I'm sure the ISSIP award will help us to accomplish this. There are some team members in the call: Eva, Martijn, Clemens, Lieselotte, and Jim. And I would like to thank everybody, and I would especially like to thank here Jim for staying with me so long and always keeping me pushing forward. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank, and great to know that ISSIP is helping good programs out there move forward. And also further winners, honorable recognitions to teams from IBM. There were 3 teams, there were 2 teams from IBM and 3 teams from Cisco. Great projects. I'm not going to read through every single one of them. Then we had 2 honorable recognitions by IBM teams, and warranty as a service by Accenture, network as a service by Aruba, digital health technologies by Digital Health Circle, and Menti AI for their platform of innovation, and last but not least, World University and Schools for facilitating excellence in learning. So thank you all so much. You know, this is, ISSIP is a learning organization, and this is a process that we are co-creating together, and really welcome your feedback. I know some of you have asked certain things which gave us an idea of how to improve our process, and please continue to do that. And I just want to say that we are so proud to recognize all these amazing teams and organizations and people. Oh, and every single person on the applications will get a badge, and Jim Sporer from ISSIP is contacting everyone to issue a badge that you can share on your LinkedIn or other social media platforms. So Jim might have already contacted some of you, and that will continue to happen if he hasn't reached out to the rest of you. We are in the process of doing that. So thank you so much. And of course, we have a call for applications for next year. So I encourage all of you to submit your great applications and ask your colleagues to do the same thing. And we would really appreciate it. And the deadline is end of January of next year. So plenty of time, but it's good to get started soon. So switching gear, some updates on recent projects. So one of the projects that we are working on is a NSF funded project that basically is a workshop and research on industry perspective on STEM education for the future. This is a continuation of an award that we got in 2019, having started that dialogue, and NSF wanted us to really delve in deeper in really understanding where the commonalities are between universities and companies, and to really promote best practices that will lead to upskilling of the workforce. We won this project in March of 2021, and the end date is supposed to be first quarter of next year, approximately. I'm delighted that the project team is led by Professor Haluk Demirkan from University of Washington, Professor Lou Frond, Professor Emeritus from San Jose State University, Dr. Martha Russell from Stanford, and Dr. Josephine Ewan, retired from UC Berkeley. Joe was early on introduced by Ulf. And the size of this project is about 85K. And we are in the planning process. What we are doing, actually, we are recruiting what we call futurist expert panel. And so, I must mention that this has a US centric perspective, given that this is funded by National Science Foundation. They want to understand from industry experts in the US who have visibility into hiring and jobs of the future. So some of you are already on my target list to contact, and if you would like to be part of this, please contact me directly. We would love to have you, and the project will culminate in 4 workshops at the end of this year, from November to December. And these are 3-hour workshops, so we can provide more details if you would like to get engaged. And engagement really means being at the workshops and also filling out a survey and potentially being interviewed by one of the project team members for like 30 minutes or so. Again, if you're interested, please let any of the project team members know. Certainly feel free to contact me, yossi@isip.org. The other project that we've done with that's funded by another government foundation is the European Commission project. And I don't know if Jim Sporer is on the line. Jim has collaborated with me very closely on this, and I don't think Jim is. So I don't want to be the main person always talking, but you're stuck with me for now. This is a project we started 2 years ago, and it's performed on behalf of the European Commission. The project lead is Empirica, a company based in Germany, and it's in partnership with ISSIP and PwC. And the project end date is September of this year. The scope of our involvement was basically bringing the service science community into this project, because the European Commission recognizes that service and service innovation is key to upskilling. So opening our network was important, and helping with workshops and conference, and also the project report. And on the ISSIP side, a number of ISSIP members were engaged. I know Utpal Bangla is on the call, several others on the call. I think Frank Mellis has been engaged in that program, and Jim Sporer certainly he's the driver of this program. So the project is coming to an end soon, and there will be a final report available that will be shared through the ISSIP website. And I want to thank everyone who has contributed to this project, and there are many names, and really thanks to everyone. An update on the Discovery Summits. So we had 2 Discovery Summits in the first half of this year. The first one was on Future of Work, in our Future of Work series, AI and Automation. And for some reason, I can't see my title. So this was sponsored by IBM, and we had a number of great speakers from IBM, from McKinsey, from several universities, and from Economic Institute in the US, and universities included Aachen University, University of Tartu, Simon Fraser University, and several others. The lead author for this Discovery Summit. So our Discovery Summits actually are these 3-hour sessions, out of which there is a white paper, and if we get enough volunteers, a book. Book is very ambitious, but white paper, is manageable. So the white paper out of this session is available, and the presentations and recordings is also available on the ISSIP website. The white paper is available, but not yet on the ISSIP website. We're waiting for IBM to give the go-ahead, because IBM sponsored this, and we want to make sure that the white paper is to their liking. So it'll come up the ISSIP website soon. And also the white paper has been turned into a peer-reviewed paper and submitted to HICS, Hawaii International Conference in System Sciences, for 2022, and we'll know whether it's been accepted sometime in August. And everyone who also participates in, everyone who speaks in ISSIP Discovery Summits also gets a knowledge sharing eminence badge. So if you're interested in contributing to and being a speaker in one of the Discovery Summits, and if this topic speaks to you, because we'll have future events around this topic, send an email to info@issip.org, and we invite everyone to join. The second Discovery Summit was sponsored by our partners at Cisco. So we're very grateful to Cisco also for their partnership. And this was on hybrid workplace and opportunities that really came after COVID. There were a lot of disasters out of COVID, but when it comes to working remotely, there were really great opportunities there. So we also here had a number of great speakers from Cisco, IBM, Accenture, Google, Splunk, also Aachen University. Professor Gerhard Gütergen is on the call today. And of course, UC Santa Cruz and Simon Fraser University. For this Discovery Summit, we are developing a white paper. Gerhard Gütergen Dr. Gütergen is leading that effort, and Annie Hardy from Cisco is leading the development of a book that will be co-authored with others who were on that Discovery Summit. And the link that I've provided there, you can see the presentations and recordings. And you know, if you're interested in speaking on this topic, please send a note to info@issip.org. So, you know, those were the couple of Discovery Summits that happened. Now going forward, there is another, this is not a Discovery Summit, this is a new format that we call Discovery Cafes. And this is on diversity, inclusion, and belonging in the virtual workplace. And we are exploring both the human and the technology side of this. The goal is really for this Discovery Cafe to go one layer below all the reports that we're reading. There are plenty of those on this topic, but to really put forward out of this work, put forward best practices for business in managing, in promoting diversity, inclusion, and belonging. And we feel, the ISSIP community could really contribute to this. The project is being led by Joe Ewan, who was introduced earlier, Deborah Stokes, who was introduced earlier, Alice Pollard, and Annie Hardy, who were both introduced earlier. So our strategy council is very much behind this initiative. And so these are 90 minutes working sessions where those who are really experts in this area come together and actually contribute to a piece of writing that then others can take and really use it. So a little different format than for those of you who have been on our Discovery Summits. This is something we are rapidly prototyping. And I invite everyone who's interested in this topic and would like to join the conversation to please contact me directly or info@isip.org. We're, again, it's open to all ISSIP members and would love to hear from you. Now, shifting gear to conferences, and we need to speed this up. I need to speed this up. I'll turn it over to Christine Leitner from SEPA. Christine, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm
okay.
Here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Well, thank you, Yassi, and thanks again for ISSIP for supporting the HSSE Human Side of Service Engineering Conference and all the activities, not only through helping us and sponsoring the Best Paper Awards, but also in the process of recruiting people from the community and contributing actively with papers and contributions. So thanks again, Yassi. Thanks also to Jim, who has actually been the founder or co-founder of the Human Side of Service Engineering, together with Lou Freud and Wojtek Sellery. So all ISSIP members, and I think well known. We had our 8th conference. Actually, it's still ongoing. It's the 2nd conference day, and I think we can be very, very happy this year because we had 60 papers published. I have the publication here, and you can see it's quite comprehensive, it's quite heavy. I think we've been very successful this year with convincing people to join the community, and also in terms of the topics, we could enlarge the frame in terms of reaching out to other disciplines. So we have covered a lot of sectors, from education to industry to public sector to health, and so on and so forth. So we had 11 sessions, or we're having 11 sessions. We have more than 70 registrants, and the sessions are actually quite well. I mean, there are quite a few participants in all sessions, even though sessions are quite dense. And we have also quite a few members of ISSIP involved, either as presenters or as contributors to the publication. And as I said before, ISSIP supports us in identifying and sponsoring the Best Paper Awards. We had 7 finalists and 1 winner actually this year from Japan, the Japan Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. It's Kagari Otani, and the paper is about e-health, and the title is As Normal, co-created by visiting nurses and patients, ethnographic study on visiting nurse station in Japan. So thanks again, Yassi, thanks to ISSIP and to Jim. And I'd also like to thank my co-chairs, Clara Bassano, who's also an ambassador to ISSIP, and Deborah Sefterfield, and Walter Ganz. So thanks to all of them, and I'll hand over to Yassi again. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine. Next is Hicks 2022. Haluk, I saw you on the line. If you could please say a couple of words. And I know I said 2 minutes per slide, but I think we need to speed up.
Yeah, thank you,
ahead.
Yassi. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for participants. My name is Haluk Demirkan. I'm one of the board of directors at ISSIP and also a professor at University of Washington. As you have noticed, since the beginning of this presentation, ISSIP truly wants to co-create knowledge and co-disseminate this knowledge. And for this purpose, ISSIP has been kind of leading some discovery summits, discovery coffees, and also partnering with organizations to run conferences such as the one Christine presented a couple seconds ago. And in addition to that conference, ISSIP is also partnering with the Hawaiian International Conference on System Sciences. This conference runs every year in Hawaii and led by University of Hawaii. And this upcoming year, we are running 2 major sessions there. One is about practitioner research insights. We created this session basically we hope to close the gap between practice and research. And the second session is the another research session. In addition to Hicks Conference, also we are partnering with the Citrus Women Tech Initiative Conference, Frontiers in Service, Naples Forum on Service, and ISM Industry 4.0221 conferences. Again, these are more like a conference partnerships for the dissemination. And then another way of, again, knowledge creation, and you can go to the next slide, Yassi. I'm trying to save you some time. So
sure.
Another way of knowledge creation and dissemination is also, ISSIP is also, myself and Dr. Jim Sporer, we have been a kind of editor for 2 book series, partnering with ISSIP. And any of you, if you would like to kind of contribute a booklet, these are like a 60-70 pages booklets written for the professionals. Most audience are really the professionals. And we are running 2 book series, Service Systems and Innovation in Business and Society and Collaborative Intelligence, People, AI, and Future of Work. And again, if any of you would like to participate to, co-author a booklet, please let us know. And another publication, as I can see here, is led by Christian Littner, about advances in the human side of service engineering. It's the proceedings of the conference.
Thank you so much, Haluk, and that was great. ISSIP would not be able to do these things. ISSIP is its members. These are some of the names, and I'm sure I'm missing some others, that were really active in the first part of the year. And I really thank all of them for their contributions. And again, the ISSIP being its members, if you're interested to get more engaged in ISSIP, please send a note again directly to me, or you can send it to volunteer@issip.org and tell us what you're interested in doing. We shared some of the projects, all the main projects that we're involved in, and would love to have all of you contribute to these. Now, quick update on the operational side of things. The membership, we had about 3% growth since the beginning of the year, and this is net growth. And our challenge and opportunity is always not the numbers, but how we engage our members. That's really what the volunteers, why the volunteers make so much difference. And then individual members of ISSIP are represented by various institutions. And these are some of the institutions that have been, again, very active in ISSIP over the last year or so. And if any of you are interested in joining ISSIP as an institution and would like to learn more about the value that you would get, please contact, here it says the execder@issip.org, but my email is yossi@issip.org too. And the last slide is, as we always do, just the peek at the ISSIP financials. And I'm not going to read through that. I'll just put this here and you can see. And finally, we'll open it up for discussion. Thank you all so much. So please feel free to give us feedback, share your ideas. We have only 6 minutes. Would any of the winners like to say more about their, if there are no comments, any of the winners would like to say more about their projects?
I'd like to encourage my co-founder, Mike Hoppy, to say a couple words. It's really very much his creative vision that has driven our work.
Wonderful.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, I'm here. Am I coming through clearly?
Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, I just want to thank you guys very much for the award. It was a fantastic surprise to see the announcement yesterday. And so it's just phenomenal. And I think, as to Dave's, what Dave mentioned earlier, a lot of our work is about transforming and progressing architectural design and presentation. And we hope that the tools we build can engage clients and the greater public to better envision the future of their cities. So thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Anyone else? Any thoughts, feedback, questions, comments?
Hi, Yossi. Can you hear me? This is Ralph Perrine.
Oh, hi, Ralph. Yes.
North
Yes,
Carolina.
absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know if my camera is coming through or not, but
yes.
Anyway.
You are coming through. I can see you.
Good.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say thank you again. I believe Mitch Quinn was probably on the call earlier. But we really appreciate it. And I think the thing that we're all excited about, and especially a venue like this one where we can just share our vision a little bit, is we really believe that it is possible to drive a simplified, affordable experience in healthcare that is radically better than anything we've done so far. And we believe that predictive capabilities are at the core of that. And so we're trying to advance that. And we believe that not only will it help us with more proactive care that's more cost effective, but also better financial innovation that could actually drive simplicity and affordability as well. So I put that out there just so that when you are doing your work, if you connect with people who are perhaps in the financial engineering space or capital markets or reinsurance or other areas that oftentimes aren't really equated with health insurance, I would like you all to know that we're actively looking and exploring in that space, because the way health insurance works today, it tends to push risk off onto doctors and to patients. And maybe it should be pushing risk somewhere else. Maybe there's a better way. And so with technologies like AI and blockchain emerging, the Innovation Garage is very interested in how do we explore these capabilities and see if there's a responsible, ethical way to drive a much more affordable, simplified version of healthcare than we've ever had before. So would love to hear anyone's thoughts, or if you hear about other exciting projects in that same space, please reach out to us. And Yossi certainly knows how to get in touch with us, and would be more than happy to listen and learn. So thank you. Thank you again for the recognition too.
Thank you, Ralph, for that great comment. Any thoughts?
Hey, Yassi, this is John Denham.
Uh-huh.
Can you see me, hear me?
Yes, John.
Nice to meet you. I know we've emailed. I wanted to say thank you for all of your support for us at SCAD. I've been with SCAD for less than a year, and to be involved in an award like this within my first year there is a great honor and a great pleasure to be teaching and working with not only Professor Menhuis, but the students that work with him. And we're very excited about how we get our students ready for going into the professional and commercial world. And working with you guys is a great help to do that, and also the broader community on this call. So I just wanted to say thank you. It's a great honor. Lovely to meet you. And I look forward to working with you more in the future.
Thank you so much, John. Likewise, SCAD is a great partner.
Thank you.
Any other thoughts, comments?
Well, if I can, I just want to close with a quick comment, Yassi, and that
please.
I think if we look on the different initiatives and we look at the awards, I think it really exemplifies the strength of ISSIP, as I said in the opening, the mix of business and academia, and this platform of coming together and exchanging knowledge, experience, having discussions, and also collaborate and work on joint initiatives together. So for me, this is really a unique value that ISSIP brings, and I'm so delighted to see the type of people that's engaged and that's participating in what we're driving, because we all do this because we're passionate about the topics we're working on here.
Thank you so much, Ulf. With that, thanks everyone. I second everything Ulf said. It's really great to see all of you engaged, and we'll reach out to those of you who I heard from who want to get more engaged and explore areas with ISSIP. And please let us know how we better can serve you as our members. Whether you have registered on ISSIP.org or not, we consider you at this point part of our community and our members. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of the afternoon, evening, morning, depending on where you are.
Well,
bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And congratulations to the award winners.
Yes.
Bye. Congrats.
Thank you, Yassi.
Keep up the good work.
Bye-bye.
Well, thank you so much.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Yassi. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Thanks, everyone. Bye, Mauricio.